Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Football with Priscilla. I am Priscilla. So today I will be doing match reviews of some of the games that have been played thus far in the year 2022. But before we get into it, make sure you share, like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn your notifications on to know when I post a video, and I'll be posting 3 videos in a week. With that said, let's dive right in. So there have been some interesting games that have been played in the year 2022 thus far. I have my book here, my notebook. It says PNN, Priscilla, and my initials. Anyway, I brought the games that have been played thus far because I cannot remember all the games that have been played. So the games that I've been playing thus far are Arsenal versus Man City game, Watford versus Tottenham game, Crystal Palace versus West Ham game, Brentford versus Aston Villa, Leeds versus Burnley, Chelsea versus Liverpool, Brighton versus Everton, and the Manchester United versus Wolves game. The game that we shall not talk about. Well, we might talk about, but anyway, let's forget about that game. Okay, so I haven't watched all the games that I have mentioned, but I will talk about the games that I actually watched. And one of the games that I actually watched and I actually enjoyed watching was the Man City Arsenal game. Now, this is the game that had so much controversy in it and so much drama in it. I mean, Arsenal fans were like, oh my God, no, we did not deserve to lose. Like, guys, it's Man City, Arsenal. Don't forget your place. But anyway, um, this game was interesting for me, and I must say, Arsenal played well. I did not expect Arsenal to play that well, but actually, Arsenal were the best team. And it's actually sad that they lost because the first half, Man City did not look like Man City, and Arsenal looked like Man City. So, congratulations, Arsenal. You played very well in the first half. One of the controversies of the game was the first penalty that was not awarded to Arsenal when Ederson actually kicked Odegaard. Now, there was a lot of controversy with regards to that foul. Was it a penalty? Was it not a penalty? Did Ederson get the ball and then get the man, or did he get the man and then the ball? Personally, I was surprised that the referee did not even go to VAR to check if it was a penalty. Like every time referees are supposed to do that, right? Am I right? I'm right. Yeah, so that was fishy. I think that was a penalty. I mean, any slight touch, we have seen penalties that have been given for lesser, but it was just unfortunate. Arsenal, you were not lucky. I'm sorry, but yeah, that was a penalty for Arsenal, and they were robbed of that penalty. That's in my opinion, anyway. The other controversy, people are like, no, the Gabriel red card was not supposed to be a red card. That foul was soft. Yeah, he was already on a yellow card, guys. He committed a silly foul and he deserved another yellow card. That red card was actually rightfully given. The other controversy in the Arsenal game was the foul Xhaka made on Bernardo Silva. Now, people need to understand, if you've watched the Premier League, as long as we have all watched the Premier League for a long time, right? We have seen players for something softer than that, and the penalty was awarded. Arsenal fans, unfortunately, that was a penalty. Yes. But overall, Arsenal played well. I feel like Arsenal actually did better than all of us expected. We thought Man City would win that game 5-0. And yeah. But what makes Man City a champion is that a champion team will play badly and still get the results. And that's what Man City is showing. Man City is that team that just wins. Like they'll find a way to win. And talking about Man City, one thing I admire about Man City is their system of play, okay? So they are so well organized, and I keep on hearing this narrative that no, Man City is only good because they have lots of money and they bought the best players. If you actually think about it, half of the players that Man City has bought, none of us even know them until they get into the Man City team. I did not know about Gundogan personally. I did not know about Ferran Torres and other people. They might be known, but they were not like known. So until they came into the Man City team, most of us did not even pay attention to them. So I think we really need to respect Pep Guardiola because he manages to bring out the best in his players, and that system works for Man City. I mean, Man City has been getting more goals and they have not been playing with an outright striker. Like Gabriel Jesus is not a striker. Guys, he's just not a striker. Well, he's a striker for himself, but for me personally, I do not see it. And yet that team keeps on scoring goals for fun. So let's give Guardiola respect. Now, the next game that I want us to talk about is the Everton Brighton game. I bring this game forth because I'm a Zambian. For those that do not know, if we have any people, any international people that are watching, I am Zambian. And Brighton has one of our Zambian lads playing for us. So his name is Enoch Mwepu. And first of all, I'd like to say Brighton have been playing so well. And it's not shocking for me. I don't know why people are shocked. I've been watching Brighton over the years and their game has really been improving. So I don't know why people are surprised when Brighton play the way they play. I mean, they're actually quite good. The system that Graham Potter has brought to that Brighton team, like the way Brighton play, the way they keep the possession of the ball, the way they make the passes, it's actually very interesting to watch. And for a small team, they are really interesting to watch. I love learning the system that Graham Potter has actually molded into those Brighton players. And so, yeah, Brighton is actually doing fine. I am not surprised. I remember I was watching this video, one video on YouTube, and someone said Brighton would be relegated. And I was so surprised because I've been watching Brighton like for so many years now, and I've never thought Brighton would be relegated because Brighton are actually a very good team, a very good side. And so now let's talk about Enoch Mwepu. So before I actually paid attention to watching Enoch Mwepu, I heard people say the computer. And I remember asking a friend of mine, Joe, I asked him, like, is Mwepu that good? Like, a lot of people talk about him. I've never really paid attention to him. Is he that good? And then my friend was like, yeah, you should actually pay attention to him. He's really good. And I have been watching Mwepu play, and I can personally say I am very impressed with him. Like, I am very, very impressed. I am shocked because I did not expect him to be as good as he is. One thing that I have actually noticed from Enoch is the fact that he's so calm when he's on the ball. Like, he actually takes time to think about what he wants to do next, and his passes are just a delight to watch. If you've watched Mwepu and you've watched the assists, he's a delight to watch. So that's one player that I've found very, very interesting to watch as a Zambian. Obviously, we're supporting our very own, and it's been very fun seeing a Zambian player play in the Premier League, and for Mwepu to actually perform at that level in the Premier League so calmly. He's been producing assists, and his assists are quite good, his goals are quite good. And I love the fact that Mwepu is able to find spaces. It's just that sometimes the players don't see him quickly enough to pass the ball to him, but he's got a very good positional sense, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you do because you're football fans. So yeah, he's got a very good positional sense. Another player I would like to talk about in the Brighton team is Besuma. I mean, that guy is a joy to watch. Like the way he holds down that midfield. Oh my God. And then as a Man United fan, I'm a Man United fan for those that do not know. I'm looking at him and I'm like, but anyway, yeah. So Basuma is one player to look out for in the Brighton team, and please ignore the noise. It has actually started raining, so if you can hear any sound, yeah, it's the rain. Um, Everton, on the other hand, I have no idea what's happening to Everton. I saw Robert Lewin playing, but I don't know where Richarlison is. I'm assuming he's injured. Everton is actually a good footballing team, but I don't know where it's gone wrong for them. Like, I used to enjoy Everton playing games, but now they're just boring. They don't have intensity anymore. I think it's maybe because they are missing some players, but they really have to pick up their game. They are losing it, and I don't know why that is happening. Um, So yeah, that's it for the Brighton and Everton game. The next game I want to talk about is the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. This game was amazing. If you want to watch a Premier League game and enjoy it to the fullest, Liverpool versus Chelsea was the game to watch. The intensity, the ball was just moving so quickly, everything was just so interesting. I was like, yeah, it reminded me of the games that we've been watching previously in the Ferguson, in the Arsene Wenger era, in the Mourinho Benitez era. You know, when there's a Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool game, the intensity. You know, it had everything: the tackles, the fouls, the red cards. It had everything. And though the Chelsea Liverpool game was not exactly that, but it kind of depicted what used to happen a long time ago. So Liverpool obviously scored first, 2 goals, and I was like, yeah, here we go. Liverpool is winning this game. I was surprised to see that Chelsea actually managed to get 2 goals back. Um, yeah, Salah's goal was actually nice. I'm not one to praise Salah, but his goal was actually very good. Liverpool is not the same as the Liverpool that won the Champions League, as the Liverpool that won the Premier League. Liverpool have gone down a bit. Their intensity, I personally think for me, um, their midfield is not strong enough. Once they got rid of Ronaldo, Keita always gets injured. Henderson is becoming old. They have, is it Fabinho? Fabinho is slow. Um, Thiago Silva, I don't think he's the type to track back. Thiago Silva is a good player, but I feel like um, he's not a fast player. Like, he's not fast enough for the Liverpool midfield. But their defense is actually quite good. And in their defense, I think one of Liverpool's weaknesses is Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I know people are going to come at me and say, no, but he's a good right wing back and everything. Trent is good at crosses. I will give him that. He's very good at crossing the ball. But once he goes forward, he forgets about his defensive duties. And if you notice and you watch the Liverpool games, most people are trying to exploit Trent because um, it so happens that when Van Dijk or one of the other Liverpool defenders are injured, they put Matip there. And so you find that what happens is people will exploit Trent and Matip, and that's where the leak for Liverpool is. So yeah, Liverpool is not on the same level they were at when they won the Champions League as well as the Premier League. The other team, on the other hand, Chelsea had been slacking. Like, when I saw Chelsea this season, I mean, last season they won the Champions League. Everyone was hyped. Chelsea fans were like, we're coming for the Premier League. And I was looking at them, I'm like, really? Yeah. And then they bought Lukaku and then they made noise. I remember I told someone, I was like, you know what? Lukaku is a good striker. I will give him that. But I just don't think he fits well in that Chelsea team. And even though he scores some goals sometimes, I still just don't feel like Lukaku is the right fit for Chelsea. Lukaku just doesn't fit in that Chelsea team. And with the comments that he made recently about Inter Milan, yeah, Chelsea fans were not happy with that. But I heard he apologized, so you guys just forgive him. But yeah, Chelsea have been slacking. I don't know what's wrong with Tuchel's tactics. I don't know if the Chelsea players are not following Tuchel's tactics anymore. I don't know. But Chelsea are not playing to the best. I mean, the Chelsea team is actually a very good team. So I don't understand where the problem is. Um, Chelsea and Liverpool this season were supposed to be attacking Man City. They were supposed to be putting pressure on Man City. They have not been consistent enough to actually put pressure on Man City. If they pick up consistent, the thing with the Premier League is when you have a team like Man City and you want to beat Man City, you have to be perfect from your striking force to your midfield to your defense to your goalkeeper. Now, I will give it to Mendy. Mendy is a very good goalkeeper. On that one, Chelsea have a diamond. I mean, he's a very good goalkeeper. Sometimes their defense is a bit shaky. Sometimes Rudiger is suspect. sometimes. Um, their midfield, I feel like, is quite good. Chelsea have a good midfield. Their striking force is, they have a lot of forwards players, but I don't know if there's a problem in trying to put those forward players together so they can play together and score the goals. Mason Mount is actually good. I have never rated him, but he impresses me. Um, they need a striker. So for me, I feel like Chelsea is a very good team. Like I said before, they just need to be able to find each other and play the game well and understand the system in which they're playing. I remember people made noise, Tuchel this, Tuchel that. Like, guys, relax. It's the Premier League. Calm down. So I think that's it. I don't want to talk about that team that shall not be mentioned. Manchester United, obviously. I already made my first rant about that game. Um, but we'll come back. We'll come back strong as Manchester United. We just need time to, for Manchester United, we need time to be able to understand each other. This is a new coach, and I feel like fans are like just trying to blow things out of proportion. The man has been here for like a month or two. He hasn't yet instilled his philosophy in the players, so people need to calm down. But I also understand that the Manchester United midfield is not good. Fred and McTominay play one number and they don't play it that well. So our midfield is really a problem. I feel like our defense, Harry Maguire, needs a lot of work. Now, the controversial thing that I'm going to bring here that a lot of Manchester United fans don't want to agree, but this is my opinion. Whether you take it or you don't, that's up to you. I will not force my opinion on you. Is the Ronaldo issue. Now, Ronaldo is one of the best goal scorers we have ever seen in football. I will give him that. He's very good at scoring goals. But we have to realize what I think is that when Manchester United were entering this season, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's plan was to have a 4-3-3 formation. The formation of Rashford, Sancho, and Mason Greenwood. It was supposed to be a front three of these three players. That's what I think, anyway. Ronaldo was a panic buy. Solskjaer did not think of having a Ronaldo in that team. He had no plans for Ronaldo. I feel like Manchester United only bought Ronaldo because of the fans making noise about it and because they heard he was going to Man City. So it would have been like, oh my God, a big deal that he is going to Man City. So now we are stuck with a team that was not built for a player like Ronaldo. So now that has brought an imbalance to the team. Ronaldo is not the problem. The problem is the people that bought him when they knew that they did not plan for a striker like Ronaldo. Ronaldo is 37. You cannot build a team around a 37-year-old. Even though people do not agree with me, Ronaldo has scored important goals for Manchester United, but he's 37. Let's accept it. Guys, we cannot build a team around Ronaldo. So for now, guys, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed listening to my opinion. I can't wait to read your comments and your opinions about what you think about the teams that I have mentioned and also all the other teams. So don't forget to share, like, and subscribe this video, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.